Then in Dallas, Luka and Kyrie combined for 70 against the Suns. None prettier. I mean, the transition finish from Irving late, switching hands, righty finish. Okay, Kyrie, take a look at this. Okay.
He was in his bag.
He was, and the Mavericks have ripped off 7 straight wins since Irving returned to the lineup. They've jumped up to 6th in the Western Conference playoff picture, as you can see here. So this is what it looks like, the play-in picture out west as of now. The Pelicans and Mavericks are currently just above the mix. They're looking to stay there. And then the next 4 teams are all within 5 games of 6th, with the Warriors holding on to that final play-in spot. But things are tight. Zach Lowe, it feels like we haven't given the Mavericks enough love recently. What's the biggest reason that they are surging up the standings right now?
Look, all the attention is on the trades, and they made great trades for their team this year. Long term, we'll see. But the biggest reason is that Kyrie and Luka have meshed even better than even the most optimistic person could have projected. Kyrie has played at an all-star level when he's been available. They're cooperating in more pick and rolls. Good luck guarding that. Luka is coming to the forefront of the MVP race. This offense is borderline unstoppable when both of them are on the floor. And now they have a lot of different looks they can go to. They can have a dive man like Derek Lively or Daniel Gafford. And last night, we saw them go with Maxi Kleber at the 5, shooting all around Luka, the floor wide open. Nothing the Suns could do.
It's pretty safe to say, I think, right, the top 4 in the Western Conference seems locked in. The Wolves, the Thunder, the Clippers, the Nuggets, in some order, in some way, shape, or form. But outside of that quartet, Perk, are the Mavs the most dangerous lurking team?
I'm leaning in that direction. The Pelicans, still scary. The Lakers. But I will say this. Luka is the most dangerous player in the Western Conference when it comes down to a guy that could kill you in any given series or send you home. Like, I heard Jason Kidd get so much, backlash when he mentioned Luka in the conversation with LeBron, Jordan, and Magic, right? But when you think about what Luka has been doing to the league, he has been making love to everybody he's come across to. He has been giving them their work, averaging 34 points a night, averaging 8 rebounds, 9 assists. And when I think about it, I'm going to say this again. I said it plenty of times. He is LeBron James minus the athleticism.
Look, the Mavs are in Texas, right?
Yes.
Beyonce, number 1 on the charts in the country.
Texas.
Thank you. There is a dark horse in Texas, and it's absolutely the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh.
They got better at the interior. You said you were leaning. Well, we know if you lean, you're going to go all the way over. So I think he's basically saying the Mavs, watch out for them. And, Zach, you're absolutely correct.
Yep.
It's the chemistry between the backcourt. I think we heard a lot of narratives about Luka and people not wanting to go to Dallas. Guess what? We've seen them have beautiful chemistry. Kyrie was in his bag, in his element. Luka was on the bench clapping him on. There's something surging. There's something swirling. They have the interior boost. They have great guards, and we know what happens come playoff time. He fears no man.
There is not quite the Celtics level of this is a championship or bust team, but they do need to have postseason success. That's the bar for the Dallas Mavericks. We've seen this in the regular season. We need to see it in the postseason. So the Timberwolves, they sit atop the West. The 2 teams that are chasing them matched up in Oklahoma City last night. The Clippers, 36-17, 3rd in the Western Conference. The Thunder, right in front of them, 2nd in the Western Conference here. This was a great game in the first half, Chiney.
It was, but there's a reason why SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is number 2 right now in MVP favorites, because no one can move him off of spots. First, he gets to the rim. Here, he gets some separation. He has 40 30-point games this season. Again, 40 30-point games this season. This is his year. They have arrived.
This is the beginning of the 3rd quarter here. The Thunder lead by 1.
Timber!
Holmgren. Oh, my goodness. He's dropping Paul George. Finds Isaiah Joe for the dunk. Now the Thunder lead by 3, and they'd start to roll.
And watch this play right here. I mean, come on now. All-NBA. Like, he keeps climbing from year to year. Sorry, Norm.
He's keeping the mid-range alive.
Dribble, little jumper. Woo. All right, the Thunder lead 83-75. This is late in the 4th quarter here.
But look how active they are defensively. Typically, the Clippers are this way, and they found a closer in Jalen Williams.
And Williams, look at him here, hyping up the crowd. Let's take a listen to Ty Lue after the game.
They shot, I think, 71% from the field in the 3rd, something from 3. Was that them making shots, or was that just your defense not being what it needed to be?
A combination of both.
And so what needs to be done now going forward to, I guess, try to get your defense back again?
Maybe not play OKC again. How about that?
But you don't, do you?
No.
But the playoffs are coming. So, Zach, this young Thunder squad only one game out from first in the West. How seriously should we and the rest of the league be taking Oklahoma City here?
If you don't take them seriously, what happened to the Clippers last night is exactly what's going to happen to your team. They're going to run you out of the gym with steals and block shots at the rim, and SGA putting on a show and putting your guys' butts on the floor with his step backs and his crossovers. This team has the #1 point differential in the Western Conference. #1. #2 in the entire NBA. They have an MVP candidate. They have depth. We barely even seen Gordon Hayward. He debuted last night. We'll see more of him. I know they're inexperienced. They're not a good rebounding team. Some big guys can push Chet around a little bit, but they make up for that by blocking shots, getting steals, and scoring. You better take them seriously. They're for real.
For real, and at what level though, Zach? Like for real, far as their ceiling is a first-round exit, second-round exit, or they can actually go to the conference finals? Like what's serious? We know that they
higher
can win.
ceiling than that, Perk. First round exit. I got them a higher ceiling. If they're in the conference finals, I would not be surprised one bit. I know you would. We disagree. That's fine.
Well, I would, and I actually don't see them getting past the second round, to be honest. And it's because the lack of experience that they have, and especially with their rotation players. You look at Luka Doncic and SGA. Yes, they have playoff experience. I'm a huge fan of SGA, right? I think he's a bright young superstar in the making. I think Jalen Williams, he has a beautiful future in front of him. But that playbook gets that much thicker in the postseason. And right now, Jalen Williams, he is the #2 option on this team. Do you know what the scouting report is going to do to him? You know he's going to have to go through his nicks and bruises throughout the postseason, get that postseason experience. We saw it with the Sacramento Kings last year. You remember how great they were in the regular season, putting the world on notice? 1 second. And then
Not this good.
Zach, you need interior, man, when it comes down to the postseason in the West. What happens if they have to go against Anthony Davis, who, by the way, his last three games against them, 31-14, 27-15, 26-11. What happens when they go against Jokic? They still, look, I'm not saying the future is not bright, but I'm not ready to put that type of crown on them yet.
So you're saying the ceiling is a first round. You saying first round?
I said second round.
Okay, second round exit for you. They are chasing, though. They've been impressive in the regular
season. Yeah, they are impressive.
Because look at the standings, right? The Timberwolves, they still sit at the top. But then you can kind of see how the rest of the conference is shaking out here. The Wolves are looking to win a playoff series for the first time since 2004.
NBA over here.